Good evening, beautiful and amazing students. How are you doing? I welcome you all to week 7. Are you excited? This is the week we are getting into properly to designing with our Pixellab. Okay? If you're not excited, I am excited on your behalf because we'll be learning a lot in practical this season. So, I hope I have your attention. So like we do here, write your name, your school name in the comments so that we know, and your class in the comments so that we know you're part of us. And also, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so. And also turn on the notification bell and like this video. Thank you very much. So, I think days back I stumbled on this simple noodles design. We all love it, let's not just say we all, but most young people love Indomie. And I stumbled on this simple, yet catchy graphic design on Pixellab. Like I told you before, on Pinterest. Like I told you before, Pinterest is a hub where you get fresh ideas, incredible designs, and be inspired to do better in your craft. So I stumbled on this one on Pinterest and I said, okay, let's start with the simplest before we go to the complex. And so I chose this one. So part of what we'll be learning in this class is not just how to get exactly this design that you see here, but also how to get the images, different ways on how to download images that you can use to work on your design. So first, the main image on this design is the plate of noodles. So one thing we can do is we can go to this icon here, this particular one that looks like a search icon, and there is a star beside it. So we'll click on it and we hold our image and we drag around the image we want to select. Okay, it is selected. Then we'll crop a bit from the edge of the square to properly get the image of the Indomie. And just like that, other plates of Indomie or noodles will start popping up, and like that you can download the one you like. This is one way to do that. So this is something similar. This one is something similar. I think this one is ramen, related to Koreans, but this one here looks like the one that we Nigerians can relate to. And I just want the one that has a high angle shot, just like the one we see here. It was shot from the top. Okay, so something like that. And so this is this plate, and okay, I'm yet to see something familiar to that one, but this is one way. There are some images you will see on Pinterest and you do like that, you will see exactly that same image. And remember how to download. You click on the three dot icon. So look at that one that looks, let me go back to that one that looks very realistic. Go to the three dot icon and then click on download image, and automatically the image goes into your gallery. So this is another way to get that image, which I also taught you in one of the classes, but like someone said in the comment section last week that I should try to also rephrase, do a little bit of recap. So as I'm teaching, I'm also refreshing your minds and what we did in other classes. So this one is AI will help us with this one. So we'll download this image, download it, and we get into Gemini. Gemini is something that ChatGPT can do is something that DeepSeek as well can do. So we get into Gemini, click on Gemini. So we click on the plus icon. So this plus icon here, down here, click on it, go to gallery and select the image of the graphic design, and then you say to Gemini, describe the image of the ramen, or let's say noodle, and the chopstick behind as a prompt. See what I'm typing, look at what I'm typing, because you will have to replicate this yourself. So as a prompt, you will do this. So on a white background, the reason why I always say put images on a white background, because going further you notice that I was okay, create this image on a white background. This because creating images on a white background will help you to easily take out the background without it affecting the image you're working with. Okay, so describe the image of these noodles and chopstick, and their positioning, because there's this peculiar way they are positioned on that design, and their positioning as a prompt on the white background. So I sent this message to Gemini and wait for just a second, and Gemini automatically generates this prompt for me. So top down shot of a large steaming savory fried noodles. So it's describing the image because we want to get something close to what we saw in that design so that we can be able to replicate it. Since by using Lens, that tool we used in Pinterest to know if we can see images that are related to that image or exactly that same image, that tool is called Lens, and it didn't work this time. So we'll try ChatGPT. Describe the image first. We copy the prompt. It's getting tricky here, so please pay attention. We will copy the prompt. Okay, we'll copy the prompt. We'll click on these three dots and click on like this three dots here and click on select text, and then from a visually we just hold it hard and drag till we copy everything. So now we'll go over to, I don't know who can guess the site we're going to, but I taught you in class the two AI sites that are very realistic. So these are the two major sites we'll be working with when creating images in our classes, and these two sites are if you know the sites, mention the sites in the comments. So we're heading over to ImageFX. Okay, ImageFX. And when we click on ImageFX, inside ImageFX, we will see a button that says Try Whisk. So you click on Try Whisk, and then you click on Enter Tool. So now we change the aspect ratio of our video by clicking on this place. Click on it, and it's usually in 16:9, but we want it as square image because if you noticed, we're working with a square image. If you look at the design that I downloaded on Pinterest that we will be replicating, it's square. So we want our image square, but I'm not saying that if you use it, if you create an image with 16:9 or 9:16, you can still use it. You can, but preferably for now I will want to work with 1:1, that is square image. So now I just tap on this place that says describe your idea or roll the dice for the prompt ideas. So this one is the dice that you can just roll for different ideas, but we have our prompt, so we roll in no dice. So now we paste that prompt. When we paste it, we click on this arrow that is yellow. That yellow light and the arrow must pop up for you to click on it. When you click on it, it will start generating. So this moving object on your screen shows that it's generating an image that's related. You see it. The beautiful thing is that it has even generated the image for us with the lectures. I think that leaf is lectures. I do not know, but it's not something familiar to us here in Nigeria, so I don't care, and I do not desire to know that. But if you know that, good for you. What we use over here is Ogo. You do not know what that is, so now we'll go over, but for the sake of this design, because when you start working, you will start working for also different people outside the country, and there's one thing you should do. You should also ask questions. You shouldn't just say I don't care. So forgive that thing I said earlier. I do not care. Please care. When you see something you're not familiar with, you ask questions. And I think the name of the leaf must have been indicated in the prompt for this site to be able to generate that leaf as it is on that design. The chopstick was actually under the plate, but the images is generating is as though the chopstick is inside or on top of the plate, which is not something, but we can still download it and work with it like that. So let's check for the name of that leaf. Green onion. Okay, parsley, cilantro, a fresh green cilantro or parsley. So it's definitely not Nigerian, but I think Nigerians do eat it. So as a graphic designer, please learn to know things. If you see something or an image you do not know what it is, just simply get that image, take it to Gemini and ask, what is the name of this? Learn more about that thing, because when you start out in this your craft, you start working. You don't just work for people in Nigeria, you can also work for people outside Nigeria. So you need to know a lot of things. Okay, so let's try to generate more. So the more you want to if you want to generate more, you just keep clicking on that arrow that is yellow. So keep clicking on it and you will generate. So as we can see, the chopstick should be under, but I'm seeing it inside, which is not something that I like, but we will work with one of these images for the sake of time. Let me try to generate one more to know if it will get it now. Still not getting it, so let me just choose the one that looks good. Okay, let's go for the second one. So now any image you want to download, you tap on it, simply tap, then this arrow that is pointing downward is the download. You click on it and you select download. Remember, I've taught you this, so if you're having confusions about this, go back to the class that we spoke about AI 8 and AI sites, so you understand better. But I believe that what I did here is also very explanatory. So now we'll head over to our photo room. Remember, in our first class we mentioned the app Photo Room, and Photo Room is for removing backgrounds from images. So we'll click on Photo Room, so we'll get Photo Room. See all the things it's just like graphic design is just like cooking. For example, you want to cook let's say you want to cook Indomie, for example. You don't want to cook Indomie and start buying egusi, and no one wants to cook Indomie, and so unless weird people do that. Maybe someone very, very strange might buy egusi when they are cooking when they want to cook Indomie. So but when you want to cook Indomie, the usual thing we know is you buy your egg, you buy carrot, you buy onions. You don't go buying what is the weirdest thing? You don't go buying should I say beans to put inside? You don't go buying I don't know, maybe in the comments name the weirdest thing you can use to cook Indomie that you won't go and buy if you want to cook Indomie. So graphic design is like that. It's like someone who wants to cook and goes to market or goes to the store nearby to get these things, the things required for exactly that kind of food. And that is what we're doing. We are going from side to side, getting exactly what is desired and what is required for the graphic design we want to create. So you can call yourself a chef, okay? A graphic design chef, because it's like cooking, buying ingredients, from different sites. It's not as if you're buying, you're downloading, but more like you're gathering ingredients so that when you start cooking, you can easily cook. Because some people, if they want to before they start cooking, they prep their ingredients. Prepping their ingredients means maybe pound the pepper, slice the onions, cut the vegetables. So now that's what we are doing here. We're trying to get our resources intact before we start. Okay. So now the next thing is to click on start from photo. So once you click on the app Photo Room, let's go back again, Photo Room. Okay, you see this start from photo. So you click on it and you select that our ramen. When you select it, then when it's done removing the background, so the white, if you can see the white under the ramen before is gone, then you click on transparent. On that classic background, you click on transparent, and once you have clicked on transparent, it loads. You click on export, and once you click on export, the image automatically, just wait for it until it says it's saved. Now it's saved. Your design has been saved to your device. So when it indicates save, you know that you are safe. Okay, so you can now simply leave the site. Then another thing on that image, I think maybe the font, but I think I don't know if I spoke about it, the site that you can use to know what font it is and what font it's not. So let's try using that site today. The name of the site is What the Font. So we are select the image. Select the image and see the Nodus font. Okay, I think it's the same with every other. So click on it, and so if you noticed, it selected all the letters on this image. It selected all of them. So we'll click on it and we'll go to identify font. So this one is Brodares Rough. I think this first one is something very close, very, very close to that font you see there. So now we'll go to our Google to download. So it's a lot. Graphic design is a lot. It's a lot of prepping, a lot of cooking, and a lot of buying stuff, downloading stuff. Stuff. So now we go to our Google to download that first font you see there, Brodares. I don't know what that word is, but we just try Brodares Rough. Brother. Okay, now we head over to Chrome or Google or whichever Google you use. You head over to it and type download. It's possible that font is not free, but let's check first before. Brodares Rough font. Other AI's font. I feel like this font is not free. Not a free font. I don't think this is it, Seth. Or maybe let's type, since we can see fonts, download fonts similar to, okay, similar font, okay. All these ones are not free. See the tags beside, they're not free fonts. So maybe we indicate free because we have to work with free fonts. Free, download free. Okay, so let's check the site to know whether it will give us something good. This. I think I even like this one. I think I like this one. So click on download and download. Decorative cookie, blah 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 blah. Click on download again. Remove add. Click download link. Then we wait. Okay. Funk machine condensed. Okay, this is it. We download it and we head over to our downloads. Remember how to extract your font into your Pixellab. So this is the font we just downloaded. Funk machine condensed. So we click on it, click on share, and click on Z Achiever. Ooh, it's much. I don't think you in the class we saw, when you download this font, just one font, but it has lots in its family. So there's more like font family. Okay, it has the bold, the thin, the telex, the slim, the light, and different styles of that font. Okay, so you can now call it, or we call it, font family. So click on the 3-dot icon, click on multi-select, click on this double good, click on select all, unselect this one by clicking on it, unselect this one, and unselect this one. The ones that have A in front of it are the ones that are fonts. Other ones that without the A icon in front, they are not fonts. So that's why I deselected them. So I click on the good, I click on the arrow up, and I click here, and I click on device. What is going on? Then I click on font, and I click on the arrow downward, and it's extracted. So the name of the font is Funk Machine. So in case we go to our Pixellab, so that okay, now we're heading to Pixellab because this prepping is taking so much time. There's something else we could have done that we didn't do. We could have downloaded our parsley differently, so that we'll be able to blur it, because if you notice the parsley on that particular design is blurred, and it's something you can easily do with your photo room. You know what, let's do it, then clean, and okay, just stay with me. Let's go back to photo room. Stay with me. Click on photo room, click on start photo, click on start photo, and click on the image. I think the one we have already removed the background. We click on it, and Then we go to blur. We move over to blur. Click on blur. And we tap on it, tap on the image. We move down. See blur, we on the blur. So now the image is blur. So these are different types of blur you can select from. There is Gaussian, motion. I prefer motion. Okay, so here with this you can adjust the intensity of the blur. Now it's so blur, the blur is blurring, or you can reduce the intensity of the blur. So after we are done with that, reduce it a bit to 15. I think 15 is okay. Click on done and you click on export. That image is on black background, so we'll have to go back to the process. I have to go back. It's not supposed to be on black background. So click on transparent first. Okay, don't forget that. Then tap on the image. Remember what we just did. Click on blur, select motion, adjust a bit to, I think it was 15 the last time, or 14. Then click on done, click on export, and wait. Once you hear that your image is in your gallery, you can now get out of here. Done. So we head over to Pixellab ASAP. So now we're here. So remember, we are working with a square image, so we'll head over to this 3-dot icon. We change our image size to, so when the size of the width and the size of the height, you should know that from your maths, is the same, that means we have a square. So maybe we just put any size of choice, but remember to always have a higher number so that your images will be very bright and very crisp, very premium, very quality looking. So the lesser number you put, the lesser your image quality will be, and your image will look terrible. So let's start with 3000. 3000 is a very good number. So 3000 for both the width and the height. So now we automatically have a square. So now we'll click on the middle part, this middle shape in the middle, the shape in the middle that I'm tapping. Then click on import. Then we get the image of what we are replicating, which is the image of the noodles flyer. Okay, now we make it a little bit small here. I think here is fine. Then we click on this square, these two square overlapping each other, more like an outline square. You click on color, follow me. Then this cancel this image is on gradient to take it back to color. We're taking it, no, I think this image, I think the background of this design is gradient. So we click on gradient, we go to plus, we select this first node by tapping on it, and when you tap on it, you feel like there's a line going round it, more like a pink line. I think in yours it should be a blue line. So if you tap on it, tap on color. Remember how I said we should pick colors, and then click on this icon here, and then tap the image, the color at the base. When you tap the color at the base, you select good. Okay, so you move to the side and you tap on color, select the color at the top, which is more like the lighter shade of that. Good. Now they are both up and down, so they're not, this line shouldn't be like this, shouldn't be adjacent, it should be like this. It should be straightforward. This is another place to set it. By clicking in this particular one, it will automatically be straightforward. Then you click mistake. Then you click OK. See the color, see this particular color, then you mark good. Always remember to do that. Then that image, that shape at the center that is a bit creamy, we'll do that next. So we'll select, okay, let's say we'll go to shapes, still in the middle part, go to shapes. Now move, like hold this place and move, scroll till you get to color. When you get to color, you click, tap plus, tap here, select that color, mark good. Now if you notice the edge of that image is curved, we move down again, we go to radius, and now curve the edge of it, and then pull down and pull down and pull down. So now this is it. This is it. I think it should be down a little bit. You click on edit and bring it down a little bit more. Then the curve is becoming too much. We reduce the curve to 7. Then good. Now we centralize. Remember to centralize and lock so that your image won't be moving around as you're working on other things. You centralize by going to relative position and click on center. Do you understand? Then click on this layer icon up here and lock this. Then send this one to the front by holding this 6 dots, holding it tightly and moving it upward so that it's visible up. Okay, so that we'll see what we're doing. Then still on this middle part, we go to import to get our noodle. So we get the first noodle, this one. You see, the white background is gone. You see what I mean by removing background from images. If you notice now, the white background is gone. It's just the plate, the chopstick, and the parsley. So you expand. Remember how to expand from this node that is, giving off blue light. You expand your image. Okay. I want this image to be a bit brighter. It's looking dark, so we move. Still tap. Remember, anything you want to work on, tap on it so that the app will know what you want to work on. Then you move to the tool called color filter. You increase the saturation a bit. It's a bit looking hot. See what saturation does. See what going minus in saturation does. So if you were to add saturation just a little bit, but the idea now is brightness. Okay, a little bit of brightness there. At least our Indomie is becoming brighter. Now, something else I want to do is to take out this parsley here and then bring the image of the parsley from the other one we blurred, because the parsley on this image is blurred, and then use it. Okay, so we will go to erase. So click on the image, move over to erase. When you get to erase, you click on this zoom. You remember, you zoom out, zoom into that place that the parsley is, and click on this zoom plus. When you click here, you zoom. When you're done zooming, you click here again to lock it. Remember to lock it. Then you increase this cleaner here, increase the shape, the size of the cleaner here. Then give the cleaner a handle down here. So you hold the handle. Don't hold the cleaner. This up part is the cleaner. Hold the handle to clean. You reduce the handle a bit if it's too long. And then you hold the handle of the cleaner and gently wipe away this parsley or this leaf here. Gently wipe it away. Gently wipe it away. Gently wipe it away. Gently wipe it away. Okay. This class might take long, but just stay with me, okay? Stay with me. So if it's not properly cleaned up, so I will zoom in so that I can visibly see what I'm doing. Then when you zoom in, learn to reduce your cleaner when you zoom in, because when you zoom in, the cleaner becomes bigger than the size you want it to be. So you want it to be small so that you can get that edge without cleaning the plate. So we'll just be moving simply. I think we are good to go. We're good to go. Click on good once you're done. And then get the image, go to import, still on the middle part, go to the one that we did that is blurred. And then now we're cleaning the Indomie plate so that we'll have only this leaf. But first of all, let's crop. So you go to crop so that we won't have so much to clean. Go to crop. Click on crop. Crop out the side. Crop into the side. Click good. So now we'll go to our erase. And erase this edge, zoom, erase. You see here I didn't put handle. You mustn't put handle, but if you put handle, you just expand the handle here, or you can just simply work with your cleaner directly. So if you don't put handle, you can touch your cleaner and clean with it, but if you put handle, you have to touch the handle to be able to clean. So now I want to put handle now and reduce my cleaner so that we can get it perfectly without cleaning what is important. Okay, so we clean. We zoom out. Another way to zoom out is if you're zoomed in, another way to zoom out is clicking on the number and everything zooms out. You lock it by clicking on the plus search icon there. Then you can just wipe all these things off. But even if you do not wipe it off, because you've cropped it out, it is no longer necessary. It's already. So just when you zoom out the part that you need to clean appropriately, then other ones you can just do it anyhow, because you don't need to be careful with those parts. So you click good once you're done, and then place the parsley. Then go to color filter, a little brightness to it, a little saturation as well, to give it more brighter and more alluring, or more interesting green. Okay, for saturation. So you just work on the adjust tools. The one that doesn't work, this one doesn't work, and if it works, it's okay. This one looks good. So we just place the parsley beside the distance. I think the parsley is under the noodles, so we'll go to the layer. This is the parsley. This first indomie is the parsley. We move it under. So when you move it under, it's now under the noodles. So the next thing to do is, if you notice, this noodle is at the edge of this shape. So you have to move it down a bit. But I want to move it together with the parsley. I don't just want to move one image now. I want to move it together with the parsley, then lock it so that we can concentrate with the other things we need to do. So one way to lock it, the way to move it together, to move 2 or 3 or more images together at the same time on Pixellab, is click on the layer, click here. Okay, let's go back. Click here, this one here, click on it, then select the 2 noodles and click on this icon here and click here. This is a positioning, so I move. Okay, it's okay. So we'll now lock it so that it doesn't, we see now it doesn't move around. Only this one is moving around. Send this one to the front. This one is moving around. So now noodles, we bring in noodles. So what's the name of that font? I have funk. So we'll type noodles. Type noodles. And the color of the noodles is the color of the background. So type font. Sorry. See the font, something near to that one we saw on was the font. So click noodles, and also the noodle, if you notice, the noodles is under the plate, so we'll have to move it backward by holding this 6 dot, move it under the plate. So it's under the plate now. See, it's under the plate. So noodles. So now next, change the color. You tap on the letter, you move to color, you go to gradient to select the color of the background on the gradient. So now you centralize by going to relative position. You make sure it's in the center. Then the next one is to add tasty. That tasty there. So we select shape. That's a shape. You go to shape and you adjust it. Okay, you keep adjusting it with these notes, these black notes around it. till you get that rectangle. Keep adjusting with these nodes around it. So when you're done, you adjust the radius a bit, then you go over to, just go downward, go to gradient and select the color of the background as well. Okay, now I think we should adjust a little bit again with the nodes, then select. If you want to work on this image, just tap on it, click on edit and start adjusting the shape again. Okay, once you're done, you click good. So the next thing is to write tasty. We'll copy the same font, type tasty. You already know how to type in things with this app. You type tasty. The beautiful thing is that this design is done with a laptop, but now you get to tasty. I think it's not the same font. Let's use Montserrat. Montserrat is one of the basic fonts you should download and have. It's just one of the basic fonts that can just come true for you in every design, like when you are looking for body design, because there is the main design, the one that you have to use for the body. Then you make it all caps. Okay, it shouldn't be, when you use one same design for everything, it looks dirty. Your work looks dirty. You centralize and you click on the shape again and you centralize. So once you're done with that, then if you look beside, you see that noodles was written and fainted out. But now look, there's something beautiful about the background of this design. It's not just plain background. There's something they infused in the background to also give it depth. So let's know if we can get something like that. More like, we'll say to Pinterest. Let's go to Pinterest and type. Go to Pinterest to type image of so go to search, type vertical lines, background, red, rough. Okay, rough. Then you search. These ones are not close. These ones are just not close to it. Vertical. I said vertical lines, but they're not getting something close to what is used on the image. This is more vertical. This is vertical. Something like this. Yes, something like this. So we download this. And then we head over to our Pixellab. We click on this icon in the middle, go to import. Just be looking at my screen to be seeing everything I'm clicking, and select the image. Then resize the image by clicking on the first shape, which is 1 by 1. So select the upper part. So we'll move this to select the lighter part and click good. Then we adjust to cover the whole screen. Because we want it at the background, we'll say send to the back. We click on to the back, and then we go to opacity and reduce the opacity. Now we've gotten it. Yes, this is the line. I don't know if you can see the image of what we are replicating, but this is the line on it, and we've gotten it. Okay, so I'm so happy about this. So we'll reduce the opacity a bit, and we'll click on good, and we'll go to layer, and we'll lock it so it doesn't move around. Now the next thing to do is the two noodles beside. Now the next thing to do is the two noodles on the side that we are also fainted out or faded out. More like the opacity was reduced. We click on it. We click on copy. We rotate with this curve icon under. Then we expand and change the color to the color of that shape in the middle. Change the color to the cream. Reduce a bit. I think it's in all caps. Okay, that's one thing we didn't observe. You click, make it all caps. You already know how to make it all caps. I said it in the formal class, but if you watch what I'm doing, you know what I'm doing. Okay. Position, you move it down a bit. Then all caps this one as well by clicking on the TT here. Okay, it's all caps. Then opacity, go to opacity and take it out. Take it out. And then also copy and put in here. So now we've got it. And then next thing is, you see how I copied, delete. Just tap, you can either tap copy here. So you tap, like, click here and tap copy here and move the image, the text, and place it here. And so what is remaining is, let's expand what we are replicating. So all those things, I don't know what they are, but we can just improvise and write something. Price. So that price tag, let me hide this thing now. Let me hide it so it doesn't show. Now you see what the eye is for. It's visible now, it's hiding. So when you want to get out of this layer panels area, you just tap on the layer panel again and it goes out. So now for the delete. For the price tag, go to shape again, resize. The shape is also the cream shape in the middle. So resize, go up, select that color. If you notice there's a little bit of shadow under it, you go to shadow. Remember what I told you about shadow? Too much shadow is always not good. So you click on the plus icon and go to this one and take out the shadow a little bit so that the shadow looks very realistic. It doesn't look like, oh my god, shadow is happening everywhere. No, it just takes it out. Take it out a little bit. If you notice, there are three go. There is this one, and this one, and that's what I want to show you. So this one black, the shadow is black. Then this one is going transparent. This one is going black, this one is going white, and the last one is going transparent. So we'll go transparent a bit and stop somewhere here and press OK. So we can move X axis and we can move Y axis a bit so that the shadow will be visible. Then we'll go back to edit and also work on the radius, and then we can copy the font of the tasty, reduce it a bit with this from this point, and type price. Which color is the price there written on? I think it's the red as well. Okay, we go and select the red of the background and type price, all caps. You put your price. If you're selling Indomie, you put your price. I think they're selling Indomie now. I think Naira 2K 2000. Okay, you reduce a bit, and then you say maybe order now, copy, change it to white. You see, red cannot be on red. Change the color to white. You see, I copied things here, but you don't see them because red cannot be on red. Change it to white, or let's work with the color we have been working with. Change it to that cream color. Order yours today. Order now. You put exclamation, all caps. Then maybe put your number 0044556611, whatever. So you reduce and you reduce. So now also to make this Indomie also look very realistic, I think this Indomie is not centralized. We click on Indomie. be centralized. Yes, I said it's not centralized. Now it's centralized. It's in the center. That's what I mean by centralized. And this price tag should also be in the center. It's been centralized now. Okay, so the next thing to do is to download Steam so that this Indomie will look as though we just finished cooking it now and there is, smoke. When you finish cooking, that steam that comes out of it, we'll add it to this, to give it that effect and, to make it captivating. One of your jobs as a graphic designer is to draw people in. Okay, you just use a dirty plate of Indomie to create your graphic design. It will ilk people. You need to use the most looking delicious Indomie or food that you're working with, as the case may be, and add the steam. So you see, within 30 minutes we were able to create this simple design. I know that there are some designs that will take more than that, but as we progress, we'll start from the simple ones. So if I stumble on any simple one, we'll come here, we'll design it together, and you go home and you do the same thing, and you come to the comments and say your challenges, whether you got it right, and your challenges. So in the next class, we can discuss your challenges and how you can get it right. Do you understand? Okay, so do well to say your challenges in the comments, okay, when you try this out, because it's when you practice that you have the right questions to ask. So please kindly practice, because like I said in the first class, without practice you ain't going nowhere with this craft. You must practice for it to enter you. Okay, if you do not practice, you will just listen to me and it will just go boom. So let's go download Steam. So there are many sites that I told you that you can download PNG files, because we'll download the Steam in PNG. So there are many sites I told you you can download PNG files from. So one of them is I think AnyRGB. So let's head over to AnyRGB. Go to Chrome and type AnyRGB. Okay, AnyRGB, and we go click on it and search Steam. And these are the ones they have. They're not quite okay. They give us an art view for them to grant us some access. So okay, Mark X. Think this team. Think this one. This one is faint a little bit. We can also faint it out in our app. Let's just download this one. Okay, download clip art. Mark X. Click on download clip art, and it loads. I'm not a robot. You click on that, and it loads. You wait. Okay. Then click on download, and it downloads. And let me tell you a secret tip. If you come to any of all the sites that I told you and you were not able to download the image, you didn't see the image you want on that site, what you do is just head over to Google itself. Don't go to any site again. You see, download PNG Steam. So you are typing to Google directly, not inside an app. When you go inside an app, don't say download the image of, just type Steam. Just type the word, okay? Steam. And then you see different sites that have the image of Steam. Maybe indicate that it's a food Steam, so that they will not be giving you something you don't know. Food. See this one on this image. It's so it has a way of making food look tantalizing and sumptuous. Okay, we head over to PNG3. PNG3 is not a free site, okay, but there are free images you can see on PNG. free. It's not free. So do you understand what I just said? So we're not done. We have downloaded someone, but I'm just saying, if you go into any of these sites and you do not see, just directly type it to Google, and Google can bring you other sites that have that same image, and you can just go into the sites, then look for the one that is appropriate for what you're working on, and you can download it and use it. So we head over to our Pixellab, and then we bring our steam by clicking on the middle, go to import. We import our steam, and okay, we place it, mark OK. Then this steam, crop it a bit, crop to this point. Steam is not steamy, don't like this steam. You understand? See the effect. But though the steam is not properly seated, you can go ahead and look for other steam that will also look more realistic. But this steam, we can work with this. Let me fade it out a little bit. Let me go to crop again and crop down a bit. Foot from here. Okay. Let's increase it. Place it here. Ooh. Yes. This is not it. This is not it. Go to crop again. Crop. Expand. Expand. So this is better. This is far better. So now we are done. So what we do, once you're done, do not forget to save your image. So you click on this icon that looks like an SD card. You click on it and you say, type tasty noodle. So you click on this back icon of your phone and then click OK. And then you save your image. You click here, save image. Because you saved your images in high quality, like you typed in high numbers for your width and height, you do not need to click here and go to ultra and click on ultra like I said in one of the classes. You just directly say save image. So now I will show you the difference of typing in poor number and typing in high number. High helps your image. So let's say we go to save image now. Save image. So this image has been saved. I'll leave it at 300. I will leave it at 300 and we'll save this image. Okay, so let's go to our gallery to confirm how bad that one we saved in 300 versus the one we saved in 3000 for each of the sides. How the difference. Okay, the more the pixel, that 3000 you put there is pixels, so they're called pixels. The more the pixels. So see this one, I don't know if you can see that. If you see, look at the image, the edges, everything looks dirty. It looks like an old design that they have been screenshotting. Then look at this one, very neat. I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can see visibly here. But look at this one, see the neatness now. Do you know you can run this for some, maybe that auntie that is cooking indomie, small indomie for your side, you can run this ad for them. Tell us the auntie on 3,000 be my money. You don't start to make money be that though. You don't start to make money. So now so you be. So you see this one terrible. So learn to put higher numbers for your width and height when you're working. There are sometimes we'll not work with a square, okay? And we'll also learn how to put in the numbers as well. But when you're working with a square, you can put 5,000, 5,000, you can put 4,000, 4,000, you can put 2,000 is also okay. But anything less than 2,000, it's a poor quality. And that way to also check the quality, we'll tap on the image on my album. You go here, see the size of this image is 2.65 MB. And the size of this one is definitely in KB, 59.37 KB. So it's a very terrible image. If you send this to your client, they know that this one is a hungry designer. Please don't spoil the name of designers. Do not save your image in poor qualities like this. Always use high pixels so that your image can come out clean. I hope you learned a lot in this class. Thank you so much for staying with me for this long. So kindly just answer the few questions in the quiz. And also, if you have any confusions as you have worked, first of all, practice before you have questions. You have practiced and you have questions, kindly drop it in the comment section so that in the next class we can talk about your confusions, okay, and your challenges, okay. Thank you so much and God bless you. Go ahead now and answer the quiz.